Hello, everybody, and welcome back to episode 9 of the Perfectly Unmatched podcast. Well, I'm your host, John, with my co-host slash entrepreneurial assistant, Leah, because she asked to be my assistant on other projects.
He's very unorganized for somebody that clearly does need an assistant. Hasn't sent me any links, hasn't told me any ideas.
I'll tell you the plan for this weekend.
Okay.
After, so you can start prepping.
Doesn't give me times to anything. Today we had really bad communication. And I think he feels like it's me, but I really don't think it is. I really do think that it's him.
I never said it was you.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Why are you just assuming things?
Because whenever it's confronted, you're like, oh, I wasn't sure if we were supposed to go here, or if I wasn't sure if we were supposed to go. First of all, no, let me tell you what happened.
Well, kind of just go with the flow.
So no, I don't like it. I don't like it. He tried to pick me up at my part up, like where I'm living.
New apartment.
Right. He had to pick me up at where I'm living right now, and he was driving over, and then he texted me something along the lines of like, "Am I picking you up here or there? Where is here and where is there? Because what are you talking about here and there? Why do you think I'm like, what do you think and then on top of that, I'm like, you have my location. Where do you think I am right now? I'm literally sitting there so confused. I'm like, okay, I don't know where here or there is. Then he's like, oh, yesterday he goes, oh, send me the address. And I'm like, you have my location. On Life 360, you have my location and tells you my exact address. So I sent him my location on freaking iMessage as well. So it's like, here, now you have both.
Well, then I could easily just hit get directions, and then Google Maps took me to where I needed to go. On Life 360, I can't hit get directions.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess you can. I didn't know that. But I wanted to tell you guys that next week we will have our first guest on the podcast. So
That's
get excited.
another thing. He pissed me off because I had a guest that wanted to come on this week. And I was like, yeah, let's do it. He told me, no. You said, no, I'll wait. Let's wait because I want to get Brandon on or something of that nature. And I said, okay, cool. Let's get Brandon on. Then this is another miscommunication. He goes, what time do you want to start? This was yesterday. He goes, what time do you want to start tomorrow? And I said, 12, right? Doesn't tell me that Brandon can't do 12. Doesn't explain to me that Brandon has something to do an hour after. And I'm sitting, he's like, yeah, like, and then he's sitting here in the car. He's like, today, he goes, yeah, I mean, if we did it at 10, it would have been I didn't know you guys you guys sit there and you tell me what time. I tell you what time because I'm thinking you're free for the rest of the day. How is that my fault?
In my defense, Brandon did tell me he was free tomorrow, which was yesterday. So, but it's okay. I mean, if you want to do your guest next week, we could do Brandon in 2 weeks.
No, we'll do Brandon next week.
So yeah, guests coming to the podcast soon.
Soon.
But we do have actual topics to talk about today.
Yeah, and I actually sent him a message on what they are.
And I got ready.
Yeah.
But I think the first topic we should start with is obviously
what?
The pet peeves.
That was one of them. The lack of communication that I get from this man single-handedly is its own pet peeve in itself. You're so big on like, you need to text him more. I feel like when I'm texting somebody, it's pretty concise, pretty to the point, very much like bing, bam, boom.
Bing, bang, boom,
We're done. I sent you what needed to be done and that's it. Why we're asking 45 questions after that is a little bit concerning to me.
But that's how we do things. We just, we do things.
No.
So that's one of her pet peeves.
My biggest pet peeve is communication. It's not just with him. Let me not act like that. I just have a big pet peeve with communication as a whole. If I'm texting you, you are not Hollywood. All right, you do not need 3 business fucking days to send me a text back. And I hate people that avoid text messages on purpose, like that half swipe shit on Snapchat. You're childish.
That's one of my pet peeves as well.
You're literally the biggest issue on planet Earth. You're so fucking annoying for that. Just send me a text saying, hey, I actually don't want to speak to you. I say as I do it too, but
Wow.
when I do it, it's fine. But
I never do that. If I generally there are times where like you've texted me and I like actually haven't been able to respond for like a little bit of time.
yeah,
But I always do respond.
yeah,
But that is one of my biggest pet peeves is like, all right, if I text you, just if you're busy, I just at least say like, oh, I'll text you in a bit,
Yeah.
or when you do text, be like, oh, sorry, I couldn't like answer right away.
Right.
Right. Like, I hate when like I text somebody and they know that like I'm waiting for a response and then they take like 4 hours to answer, even though they know that I know that they're on. So,
annoying as fuck.
it is
Snapchat also tells you when you're active now, so just letting you know that. Anyways,
another pet peeve.
do you feel like you have oh yeah, go ahead. You go ahead.
No, were you gonna continue? Wait, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, do you feel like you have an unreasonable pet peeve? Like there's no reason to have this pet peeve, but you just personally have it?
Yes.
What is
I
it?
think it's unreasonable, but I think
see.
most people wouldn't.
Okay.
It's when people like go into like bed with like clothes that they were outside in. You know
That's
what I mean?
fucking weird.
Like I get home and I change into like in the house clothes so I can then like get in bed or do what I want to do around the house. But like I wouldn't like this shirt, right? I'm not gonna go home and then jump in my bed with this shirt on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because
Like,
you have germs. You have outside germs.
Yeah. And on
Yeah.
top of that, shoes in the bed. No.
I don't think that's unreasonable.
No, that's not
I don't think
unreasonable.
that's
Anyway,
an
that's one of my
unreasonable
biggest pet
pet
peeves. Unreasonable. I have to think about an unreasonable one.
You want to hear mine?
Yeah, what's your unreasonable one?
Going back to the previous one. I hate when people call my phone.
I was gonna say you're gonna say call your phone.
It is the most annoying thing on planet Earth. It is eerie to me. It's like nails on a chalkboard when I hear that.
Why don't you just change your ringtone?
It doesn't matter. It's not the ringtone.
So why don't you just
It's
turn
not
off
the.
haptics?
It's not any of it. Don't call my fucking phone. I
So did you
hate.
get mad when I called you right now?
No, I was so upset. And I had no reason to be upset.
Because I had no idea where I was going when I got in that place.
Yeah, because it's kind of it's a tricky area to get into if you don't know it.
So I called her. I was like, "Where am I supposed to turn?" And I heard it. I knew because I was like, I heard it in your voice. I was like, "Is she mad at me or something?"
No, I'm not mad at you at all. I just hate when people call my fucking phone. It is the most annoying thing on planet. If you are not dying or a job interview, I could care the fuck less what you are calling me for. This is a FaceTime only phone. This is a text message only phone. Do not call me.
I'm the opposite. I'd rather have somebody call me and tell me like the plans or something than
No, just text me. Shoot me the fucking text. I'll put it in my calendar. Leave me alone. Cool, bye. I don't have to talk to you for the rest of the day. I'm a person that likes talking to people in person. I hate, like, if I could honestly, maybe the day that I get a car and the day I get a license, I'm literally just getting rid of my phone. I don't need it. I don't want
What
it.
about YouTube?
I have an iPad.
No.
I don't need a phone and I don't want this fucking phone. I hate when people call me. I hate when people text me. I hate when people
I think that's not the phone's fault.
No, it is because people have my number. I need to change my number and nobody's allowed to have it. That's what's gonna end up happening.
You're a great assistant.
That is what is
Greg, I'm gonna have a great assistant.
that is what is going to end up happening. You're gonna have to email me.
That's an unreasonable pet peeve. If you email me plans, get the fuck out. I don't want to talk to you anymore.
I think that's funny. I would laugh if somebody emailed me.
If somebody
plans.
emailed me plans or somebody emailed me to tell me something, blocked instantly. That's like psychopath
I'm gonna
behavior.
email you.
That's psychopath behavior.
I'm gonna email you.
No, it's going right into the bin, and I'm waiting for you to text me.
No. I'm gonna be like, I emailed you. You didn't see it. Yeah. So I'm a disliker in that. Okay, what's your next pet peeve? We'll do like 5.
5 each?
Yeah.
5 each, okay. I didn't have 5, I had 3, but okay.
Okay. We'll do 3 each.
No, we'll do 5 because I could come up with some more on while we're talking.
Okay.
Because I definitely have some. My second pet peeve, right, is canceling plans at the point where like the plans are supposed to be happening. Like say for like meeting somewhere, right? Or like
You could just at me next time.
no.
No, you could no. You could just say, Leah, I really hate when you cancel plans on me last minute. You could say that.
No.
You could say that.
No. Last minute, like right before I leave, fine. Okay, it is what it is, right? I'm saying like if I'm meeting somebody somewhere, right,
Mhm.
and they go like I'm already there, and then they go, oh, by the way, I'm not making it. I'm like, but you could have just told me like an hour ago that we'll just move the plans, and it would have been fine.
Yeah.
Like the cancel the plans while the plans are supposed to be happening. That pisses me off. That's a pet peeve of mine.
Right. It's annoying. It's annoying. Like y'all are childish as fuck. Like I wish people were just more blunt these days. Like I just genuinely do. Hey, I don't want to speak to you.
Go to Germany.
Hey, I'm not vibing with this anymore. Hey, I actually don't want to go out to this fucking place. Like, why are we being childish with these childish ass games, these childish ass mind games, where you're sitting here and you're just like, I'm not gonna text this person just because like maybe later I'll want to text. No, fuck you. How about that one? Fuck you.
Okay.
Fucking ignorant, stupid little. Let me not.
Okay.
It's because I'm going through that right now.
Oh.
And it's like an important conversation that needs to be had.
Sorry to hear that.
No, it's okay. No,
Is it
it's
with me?
okay. No, it's
I
not.
was gonna say, is that why you're mad at me today?
I'll tell you on the camera.
Okay. I was gonna say you've been mad at me today.
No, I wasn't. I really wasn't. I'm just annoyed. It just genuinely pisses me the fuck off. And like,
So next first,
we'll talk about it next.
Yeah, next pet
Okay.
peeve.
Mm-hmm.
It's yours.
Mm-hmm. My next pet peeve, I would say, is typing on a keyboard.
What?
I hate. Like, I think it's just like weird noise, sensory noises.
Mm-hmm.
Typing on a keyboard pisses me the fuck off. Hearing people chew pisses me the fuck off. Especially, you could even have your mouth closed.
At me.
Yeah, and I've told you. Anytime I'm with anybody and I can hear you chewing even with your mouth closed, I genuinely get so irritated. I'm like, I cannot be around you right now. Like, this shit is actually
That wasn't chewing.
pet peeve.
That was slurping.
That's noises.
Okay.
So yeah, no, slurping, things of that nature. I am just not vibing with that whatsoever. I think it's so disgusting. I think it's so annoying of me to say that because it's like it's a normal
So
thing.
like bodily noises, right?
I don't like any of it. It's really fucking like
Okay.
like mukbangers when they're like making these weird ass noises when they it makes me
ASMR mukbang when they're
so. No, stop, because I'm gonna hit you. Stop.
Abuse in the workplace.
I don't care. Stop, because I've already told you how I felt. No.
I was just giving the audience a little demonstration.
No. Okay, your turn.
Nonchalant people. If you're enthusiastic about something,
Okay.
then be enthusiastic about it. Like I would prefer you to be like overly enthusiastic and happy than you be like, oh yeah, I really like this. It's pretty cool. Yeah. Like it really bothers me that most people are trying to be like this mysterious nonchalant person nowadays. It's so annoying. Genuinely, if you like something, like me with soccer, right?
Mm-hmm.
I like soccer. Everybody fucking knows I like soccer. Even if you don't know me, you know I like soccer because I'll fucking talk about it, right? But like if you like let's say somebody like I like planes, right? I even just like looking at planes. Like I would just go to an airport just to look at planes. I didn't go anywhere, right? And I talk about planes, right? But like let's say like I like planes, but I don't tell anybody about it. Like I don't make it known or like I don't talk, right? Like if I was that type of person, I'd be annoyed at myself. Like I like it. Let me like it. You can like what you want.
Yeah.
I want to hear what you like.
Yeah.
This nonchalant BS.
It's annoying especially because it's just like it's what people think is like oh, you're a cool vibe. Fuck you and your cool vibe. How about that one? You're not a mysterious little bitch. Like fuck you. Especially, you know what I hate? Nonchalantness in relationships. When you're sitting there, you're just like, yeah, it's fine, it's cool. No, it shouldn't be fine. No, it shouldn't be cool. And I hate it because people always like it's like either you're nonchalant or you're toxic. Why does it have to be that?
Why can't I just like what I like and talk about what I like?
Right. Like, what do you mean? It's toxic to care? I'm very confused. I'm very
Yeah, that's one of my
What?
biggest pet peeves.
Well, I agree. I would agree. Like, be excited about what you're talking about. I would love to know what you're talking about. I think that would follow up with one of my next ones. It's like when people are like mad that you're happy. Like, like when I'm a very loud person. I get very excited to talk to people. So when people are like, "Why are you yelling?"
Bro, shut
Fuck
up.
you! Shut the fuck up! I'm actually trying to have. I'm actually excited to speak to you. But now I'm not, and now I'm going mute.
Now I
lost.
feel like shit.
Yeah, literally. No, I don't feel like shit. You just lost fucking personality privileges. Fuck you.
Personality privileges.
No, that genuinely
I
pisses
agree
me
with
off.
you. No, I do agree with you. No, that just comes from a place. I feel like that comes more from a place of they have something wrong in their lives.
And that should not fall on me. Especially, oh my god, I don't like people with lack of self-awareness and people with anger issues. Get that figured out, because you could be angry at the world all you want. That's cool, that's fine, that's dandy, but don't bring that shit around me. That shit's genuinely gonna piss me the fuck off.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, they can't control. I don't give a fuck. Go not control it somewhere else, because I'm not gonna deal with it. I'm not gonna deal with your fucking, oh, I'm so angry, I'm so mad, rah, rah, rah. And then 2 minutes later, you're just like, it's hypocritical because I do it. But I'm also aware. Like, I'm like, fuck, like, I shouldn't have done that. And I apologize right away. And I'm like, guys, I'm sorry. Like, I didn't mean it. You know, I try really hard to control my anger and my frustrations, especially when I know it's not towards the person that I'm giving it to.
Mm-hmm.
So usually when I'm upset, I kind of just go mute for a little bit. And most people know that. If I'm upset, I go mute, I go quiet. I don't want to speak to people. Now, if you are sitting there trying to poke a fucking bear, and being like, what's wrong? What's going on? What's going on? I'm not one of those attention-seeking ass bitches. I don't fucking need somebody to ask me what's wrong 24/7. I'm going silent, and I'm asking you to leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah,
now, if you're poking the bear, and you're surprised when I open my mouth and it's nothing but anger, that's on fucking you. That's on you, because I chose to be silent, to not bother anybody, to be in my own little space, in my own little bubble. And I'm trying really hard not to ruin anyone else's mood. And you're sitting there, what's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? Stop being so mad. Get the fuck out of my face. How about that? Go fuck with somebody else. Leave me the fuck alone. Sorry.
No, you're good.
No,
you're good.
Sorry. I'm an adult. I need to knock that off. I really do.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I do. That's an annoying pet peeve. Or that type of person is annoying in general.
Fuck.
My next pet peeve would be when I don't know how, I have to explain it with a story, right?
Okay.
It's like when I'm like let's say I'm using this, like I'm using this knife to like cut my food, right?
Okay.
And then I put it on the table and I go do something else for like a couple minutes,
but
I leave it on the table because I know I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna use that fucking knife. But I come back and somebody's yelling at me to put the knife away or to do this or whatever, right? I left it there because I'm gonna come back and use it. I'm not gonna leave it there after I'm done with it.
Right.
I'm still fucking using it. Leave me alone. I'll put it away when I'm done.
Yeah.
That's a big pet peeve for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like if I put my shoes out because
and then they put it away.
Yeah, and then I come back and I'm like, where are my shoes? I'm like, bro, they're here for a reason.
Yeah.
Leave them there.
Yeah.
That's a pet peeve for me. That's my fourth pet peeve.
That was only 4. I think I did all 5.
No, you have one more, and then I have one more because you went first.
Oh wait,
I have one more.
I wrote it in my notes.
Oh my god, notes.
Slow walkers, and this is coming from a bitch that is a slow walker.
Why?
I hate, because bitch, I have somewhere to go. I have somewhere to be. Get the fuck out of my way. And it's crazy. No, my thing too is I hate people that slow walk and know that they're slow walking. Like they clearly see somebody's like really butt fucking behind them, and just move. Yeah. But they don't move. Yeah, I'm like, holy fuck, bro, get the fuck out of my way. Oh my god. At work, especially, like I'll have coworkers that just move, like fucking move, or they're just simply in the way. They could be just standing there, but they're in the way. There's one person at work, my job. Anybody that's watching this from my job, you know exactly who I'm talking. They're just always in the way. They're just always in the way. And I already said he, but whatever.
Wow.
He's just always in the way, and I love him. He's such a little sweetheart, wonderful, wonderful person. But like, move,
Your pet peeves
move.
really get you going.
No, they really do. They piss me the fuck. I promise they're pet peeves.
Okay. I guess a lighter-hearted pet peeve note. My fifth and final pet peeve that I'd like to mention
Mm.
is when people don't finish their food.
Oh my god, yeah, I agree.
That really bothers me.
Because it's like, dude, there's so many people in the world
Just
that are
finish your
literally
food,
starving.
dog.
Just finish your fucking food,
Or
or
just
don't
order less.
don't
Yeah.
order as much as you do.
Yeah. Or just order less.
No, I agree.
Or take it home with you. Like if you
I won't
throw it
eat
away,
leftovers.
you won't eat leftovers.
That's why I'll eat.
See, that
I'll
bothers me.
eat everything.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you over order, take it home with you and eat it, or take it home and maybe your family will eat it. Like maybe they want it. But like, don't throw it away. Like we already restaurants throw away so much food anyway.
Yeah, it's true.
It's insane.
Mhm.
Like, that bothers me. Like
Mhm.
people not finishing the food that they order.
I agree.
But that was my pet peeves. Topic
Okay.
number 2 today.
Do you
How are you
remember
guys
what it
doing,
is?
by the way?
Boy,
I'm talking to the audience. I'm waiting for you to say it.
our favorite YouTube. What?
That's disgusting.
What?
That's disgusting.
What?
That you have that picture of me.
You were a child.
That's disgusting.
You were a literal
That
child.
was my favorite sweater though. Back in the
You
day.
were a child.
Anyway, my favorite YouTubers.
So weird. Okay.
Do you want to go first or you want me to go first?
No, you can go first.
Right now, I'm really into watching Jimmy Broadbent. He's a sim racing / IRL racing driver YouTuber. He was actually the YouTube. He's one of the
Nothing.
He was one of the YouTubers that kind of inspired me to buy my sim racing wheel and get into sim racing, or at least play like sim racing games.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoy watching his videos.
Okay.
Along as I am Super GT, but he does more like weekly episodes of stuff. Just my favorite YouTuber at the like I go through phases where like I have like YouTubers that I watch and then like there's like a downtime where I don't watch them and then like I watch them a lot again and then I don't. One of those YouTubers is Greg Doucette. I think he's a pretty funny fitness influencer, quote unquote. His natty or nots are always interesting. I really like those. My top 3 YouTubers that I will always watch, I guess consistently always watch, right, is well, number 1 would be 7MLC. He's a soccer YouTuber that posts his like training videos,
Mm-hmm.
and like he was pro and now he does coaching because I kind of watched him still in the hopes that maybe one day I'll go pro, if I do those practices. So he's one of them. He's probably third. Number 1, everybody will know this about me. You probably know this about me, but I'll go with my number 2. Number 2 would be. It'd be one of the gaming YouTubers that I watch, and it'd probably be Vanos, because just the funny moments, and I try to model some of my gaming videos off of what him and his friends do,
Mm-hmm.
or how they do it. Not like exactly, but you know what I mean, like how they do it.
Yeah.
And my biggest inspiration, right, and it's more of a YouTube group.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Sidemen. I have their book. I watched them as a kid. I still watch them. They're kind of like a big inspiration for me. Why I want to be a YouTuber / influencer, whatever you want to call it. And I gotta dust my car anyway. Yeah, just the Sidemen. I think they're really cool, right? In the terms of like what they do. Like they did this charity match not too long ago, and they do those charity matches, which is pretty cool in my opinion. They give back to the community. Honestly, they were just there for me when I was that little kid growing up watching YouTube, and now I kind of want to be them for the next generation of kids. So
That's nice.
those are my YouTube people that I like watching.
Okay. That's a good group.
Thank you.
I feel like we're very in the opposite worlds of groups. Like you're on that side of YouTube, and then I'm on like an entirely dysfunctional side of YouTube.
What the hell does that even mean? Sorry,
I love.
it bothers me.
Oh, can I use it?
Yeah, sure.
Yes. I am a big fan of the queen, the princess, the goddess, the everything everywhere all at once. Quenlin Blackwell. I love her. She is my idol. She is my everything. She just does it for me. She's just fantastic in every single possible way. There is nothing about her that I would change. I love Quenlin Blackwell. I am a part of her quintessence. There's nothing you could say or do to make me hate that girl when she was going through her, I don't know what it was, her skincare, her makeup era, and it ended up being a flop, you would say. More like a misunderstanding. I love Quenlin. I love her. I love her. I love her. I will say that to the top of my lungs till the day I die. I love Miss Quenlin Blackwell. Following up with her, I love Mr. LeRae. LeRae, my everything, my baby, my Shayla. I love him so much. My Shayla.
I started saying that because of you.
Have you?
Yeah.
I love that. My Shayla. I love Mr. LeRae. Very big on right now. I love the Caligari sisters. They're super cute. They're very like pretty girls, but they're just sisters, and it makes me laugh because I have sisters. So when they argue and they fight and all this like funny shit, I just like I'm like it reminds me of like how I am with my sisters. So it just I don't know, it cracks me up. And then sorry, our camera's like dimming down.
No, it's just because I just up the ISO.
No. And then I've done 3. I feel like that's all I really watched. Bretman Rock. Love him. That is the only man on earth that I am jealous of. That man lives in Hawaii. He is fit. He has 44 chickens. Like I love him.
Brett Cooper.
No, I
Brett,
love Bretman Rock. I love him so much. That is my Shayla, my king, my everything. I love him. I love Bretman Rock. Then I would say
I want to give 2 honorable mentions after you're done.
okay.
Shayla.
I think that's it. That's all I really watch.
I forgot to mention these when I was talking about Roman Atwood / Smile More.
Okay.
Yeah. Again, one of those when I was a kid, watched them a lot. And then Wealth by Slayman. If anybody knows who that is, that's the prankster that does pranks on his friends and his girlfriend, and his girlfriend does pranks on him. I think their relationship is really cute. And it's a couple goals for me.
I hate relationship, like TikTokers and relationship YouTubers, because I was a really big fan of the Ace family, and that was like my peak, and it really ruined things for me.
I don't know who those people are.
Did you hear about the Piper Rock house?
Welcome back. We had to go find some shade because the camera overheated because it's getting nicer out, which makes me happy because I like sun. Anyway.
What was I gonna say? Okay, we're gonna talk about the Piper Rock house situation, but honorable mentions on YouTubers that I used to watch, and I still watch like every now and again, and it just makes my heart happy. Tana, Trisha, Shane Dawson. I was very into their era. The Dolan twins.
What about your other boy?
Who?
David
Dobrik, yes. And then he became a little crazy. A little psychopathic, a little sociopathic. Yeah. Do you know the story behind him and Jeff Wittick?
No.
That was crazy.
I wasn't on that part of YouTube.
So let me explain the Piper Rock Hell situation. And then maybe one day we'll get into the David Dobrik, Jeff Wittick situation.
So stay tuned, subscribe to see that conversation in a future episode.
Right.
Gotta get that plug in.
Basically Piper Raquel was like a big like kid YouTuber. And she had basically like this little squad of people. And she was a child. They would have this house. They had this house, and all the kids would go to the house and they would film.
Okay.
These people literally would leave like time and time and time again. And I'm like, and I used to watch her growing up. So when these people would like leave the squad, I'm like, why do they keep leaving? Like, what is going on that they keep in my head? I'm like, why is everyone leaving all of a sudden? So but then like they like back it up with like, oh, we have other careers going on. We have this going on, this going on, this going on. Okay. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like, I guess they just grew apart. But then they would like unfollow each other, and it just never made sense to me because I'm just sitting here like, why would people like, if you guys left on good terms, why are we unfollowing each other? Like, this is weird. Then come to find out, there's a whole documentary about it on Netflix.
Good old Netflix.
The mom, Piper's mom, basically allegedly sexually assaulted a few of the children. And they're claiming it to be alleged, of course. Like the mom's denying it,
For legal
Piper's
reasons.
denying
Yeah.
it, cameraman, he's denying it. But obviously, there's that whole believe a victim, and the whole documentary was them coming out about it. One of them being her cousin.
Yikes.
And so
Straight to jail.
everybody was sitting here saying or she had like weird fascinations with some of the boys, or she would make them as like children, like 9, 11, 12-year-old kids, like, oh, look, like you guys are kissing, like, oh, like hug each other, like sexualizing the children. And that's very, like, that's not alleged, that's very like known. Like you could see it in the videos, like, oh, like this is a little weird.
Yeah.
Like growing up now, if I watch it, I'm like, that's a little weird. You're 11, 12 years old. But of course, when I'm younger, I'm like, oh, this is cute, like whatever, because we're younger. But now that you're looking back at it, it's like, why are you trying to look at 12, 13, 11-year-olds like do that shit? There is another alleged thing. She used to sell her daughter's underwear to older men.
What the hell?
Her daughter being underage. Her daughter is still underage. Her daughter is still 17. Yes. And then
bro, money fucks people up.
seriously. And then, but do you want to hear the most fucked up part about this whole thing? Piper's like the way that Piper took this, instead of sitting there being like, wow, my friends were really taken advantage of in this house, like this isn't, and it's more than one person saying it. She sat there and she said, I can't believe people are making up rumors about my mom. Like, this is so weird. And everybody keeps saying like, oh, well, when Piper's 18, maybe she'll say something. Maybe she'll say something, right? She doesn't have to be fucking 18 to say something. You could say something right now. You have enough money to fucking leave, And like, my thing too was that there's other people that were a part of like that squad, like the squad members that are like, oh, like this isn't true, like they're lying about it.
Scenarios where it's like who's right, who's wrong.
And so there's this one kid, his name is Jensen. He was a part of the squad. His mom and him literally separate. Like he's not with his mom anymore.
Yeah.
Because his mom tried to get him out of that situation, and he was like, and I guess based off what his mom said, his mom was like, she took my son away. Tiffany, being Piper's mom, saying that she took her son away, saying that Tiffany told Jensen like, hey, your mom's trying to take your money away from you. You should emancipate yourself. You shouldn't want this as your mother. And that's basically what had happened. He ended up just staying with his dad, and his dad was like fully on board with this whole Tiffany person, and they stayed and they made videos. But his girlfriend Eliana, she's making a lot of comments on like TikTok, like saying like, hey, like we actually, like her and Jensen were dating for a while, then they broke up because they were told to.
Okay.
What the fuck? And then there's even like video recording of that woman Tiffany saying like, Eliana, you should apologize to me, you're such like an ungrateful bitch or something. Mind you, Eliana is probably like 13 at the time.
Wow.
That's not even your daughter. First of all, you shouldn't even be talking to your children like that, let alone somebody that's not even your kid. So it's a really fucked up, eerie situation, and it just makes me really sad because I'm a firm believer in like, yes, you have to believe the victims, and I do, and I'm not gonna sit here and say that they're lying. We don't know the full truths of it because we're not there.
I don't know the situation.
But I'm gonna believe the victims. But I also feel for Piper because I'm like, either you're telling the truth and these are rumors, or you have literal Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah.
Where you just think that this behavior is okay and you think that everybody around you is lying.
Okay.
So
yeah,
it's a really fucked situation. I don't know. I did not like it. I did not like it at all. And then come to find out, there's a guy named Hunter. He played Piper's brother in the videos on
He's
YouTube.
Not his brother.
That's Tiffany's boyfriend.
Oh.
That's fucking weird.
Wait, isn't Tiffany the mom?
Yes.
So the boyfriend was older, or?
Yeah.
Okay. What? Okay.
It's fucking weird, dude.
Leah, what do you watch?
That was my childhood, and then I started watching like what was going on. She's popping off right now because she's like with this guy named Capri, but then she was also with this other guy named Ryan, I think, and then she was with this guy named Lev, who I originally really loved, and then she was with this other guy named Gavin, and now everybody's just basically calling her a bop. and all this shit because and then she went to the Bop house, and everybody was like all mad about it.
The Bop house is back.
Everybody was like mad about it because they're like, she's 17 and you guys are like,
oh, she's the one.
She's the girl, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because they're like, you guys already know that she's being sexualized, and like, that's really fucked up that you would even bring her. And like, whole time, like, they're all sitting there like, we just wanted to bring her for fun.
Money, just saying.
Yeah.
Money fucks people up.
Yeah, but I mean, it is what it is. So yeah, that's the Piper Raquel situation.
Moving on from that somber situation. Jesus Christ. I got blasted with the light. It bounced off of your screen into my eyes.
Good.
I cannot see.
Good.
Next topic that Leah found for us is apparently Katy Perry is going to space.
Did you see that?
No, I did not see that, but I looked it up. Is this actually true, or is this just like is this actually like real, or is this actually happening?
Yeah.
So it's actually happening.
Yeah.
Listen, kids, right? Stay in school, but
do anything to stay relevant.
Right? Stay in school. But honestly, if you could become somewhat relevant online, you'll probably make more money online than you ever will. Staying in school. So if you could do something crazy like that to stay relevant, I guess, go for it. And as for Katy Perry, I mean, I didn't know we were gonna have 3 moons in space.
Huh?
You don't get it. The guys in the audience will get it. You don't get it.
Because you guys are pervs?
No.
Because you guys are pervs?
No, it's just Katy Perry's well endowed.
Because you guys are pervs?
Katy Perry is well endowed.
You would know that because you're a perv.
Katy Perry is well endowed.
Because you're a perv?
No.
Yeah.
No. Anyway, honestly, I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, congrats for her. It's pretty cool.
That's just weird.
I mean, I would go to the space if I had the chance. If anybody wants to send me to space, I'll go to space. Like, let me know. Hit me up. I'll do it.
I don't want to go to space. I'll stay here.
I want to see what the Earth looks like from outside of Earth.
You can see what the Earth looks like traveling on a plane. Maybe.
I would love to be on a plane.
Keep telling him to apply to fucking flight
Anyway,
or whatever, but it's like,
why Katy Perry to space? Like, are you?
oh
against
my
it?
god, it was hilarious. It was hilarious.
Because I just assumed that you were against it since you added the topic.
No. I don't want to say his name. What if we just call him something else?
Malcolm. I don't know who. I don't know. Okay, Malcolm.
Yeah.
I don't
So
know.
Malcolm came out of his office today,
Okay.
like, or not out of his office, but he stopped working today to come up to me and literally tell me, like, Katy Perry's going to space. You literally stopped working to tell me that Katy Perry was going to space.
That well, I mean, hey,
I was just like, and I sat there and I was like, that's actually really funny. I was like, let me bring that up in the podcast to see what Dawn thinks. I know nothing about it.
I think it's pretty cool.
I just know that Katy Perry's going. Dude, I
think it's pretty cool.
like, girl, stick to what you know. You don't need to go to space.
Nah,
You don't need to do that.
use every unfair advantage you have in life. If you're relevant enough to go to space, go to space.
No. Like, stick to what you know, bro. It's fine.
What if she does a music video in space?
I don't think you can do that.
Why not? What's stopping her? She got money.
Gravity?
She's got songs. What if she's on the spaceship? On the ISS, International Space Station, yeah?
I don't think they would pay her to do that.
What if she's paying to do it? Because she'll make the money on the back end.
No.
Shrewd business decisions. Very good, Katy Perry.
I'm not a big fan of Katy Perry. I do
Approved.
have a few songs of hers that I like.
I
Approved.
I approve of Katy Perry.
But yeah, I kind of wanted to just pick your brain at that, see how you felt.
I think it's really cool.
Okay.
Approved. Now, from one weird topic to another, apparently Bernie Sanders is going to Coachella.
No, he was,
Or
at,
was at
Coachella.
Coachella.
He was at Coachella. Did you see that?
First of all, no, because I don't, like, I'm not into Coachella like that. Like, I don't know what happens at Coachella and stuff like that. Second of all, what are your thoughts about it? Bernie Sanders at Coachella.
Did you see any videos of it?
No.
Okay, well, I'm going to show you.
Okay.
Pause for a brief intermission.
Just
This is
remember-
Piper Raquel, by the way.
Okay.
Just so you know, motherfucker.
Cool.
So he opened up for Clairo. She's a singer.
Okay.
Fuck.
Okay. Alright. Here's my take on it, right? No matter what, I highly doubt Bernie Sanders will ever be president because he's just too old at this point. Like, he's older than everybody.
So is everybody else that runs for it, bro.
Exactly, which is why I'm saying he nor any other old person should be president.
Like
moving
Trump?
forward. Yes. None of them should be president. In my opinion, he did this as a political stunt because
It's not a political stunt. He's literally telling younger voters that the rest of what goes on in the political standpoint comes from our generation.
And then the next election when he runs for president,
he's not running.
How do you know that?
He's just making an announcement to make us aware.
But I feel like we know that to vote. Like,
no, clearly we don't. Clearly we don't because there's so many people that would like are like I didn't know that Trump was gonna do all these things. Now that it's affecting you, now you're worried about it. Shut the fuck up, you stupid dumb bitch. Ah, sorry. Sorry.
In my opinion, same thing as Katy Perry, trying to stay relevant.
No, I don't think. Not too much on Bernie. I'll fuck you up. Anyways, keep listening to what he had to say.
Sanders emphasized many of his long-standing political views, like economic inequality and universal health care, urging the audience to vote against Trump's policies. Comes just days after CNN's town hall with Sanders, as the senator continues his nationwide tour of rallies with Representative Alexander.
So is he still what's it called, a senator?
Yeah.
So he's still in office, right?
Mm-hmm.
How does he have all the time to just go around places?
They actually have a lot of time in the world. They just choose what they can choose what they want to do with their time.
Fair enough. I don't know. If you're younger, go vote for what you believe in my opinion.
Be educated on what you vote for. Actually, fuck what you vote. Fuck what you believe in. Actually, vote for what. Educate yourself on what you're voting for.
But you have to believe in something to vote for.
No, because you could believe in something and then once it affects you, you're like, oh wait, I thought it was gonna affect everyone else, not me. No, be educated on your fucking vote, you stupid dumb bitch.
I'm gonna title this episode Leo's Angry episode or something along those lines.
Because everybody just pisses me off. Like everyone in this fucking world pisses me the fuck off. I can't. Everyone just pisses me off these days. Like, everyone's gonna fucking start hearing me. Because I've been very silent, been very quiet, but everyone's gonna start hearing.
What in the anime monologue are you going on about? This is like
you know what's so crazy?
This is like a power.
You know what's so crazy? You know what's so crazy? That pisses me off too. You're not the first person to tell me like, bro, you literally sound like you're from a fucking movie. Fuck you and your fucking movies. This is literally just how I feel. How else do you want me to fucking say it?
I didn't say it was a bad thing.
No. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying like the one time I was really I was dead ass saying how I was. It's about the person when we turned the camera off.
Okay.
I was dead ass saying how I was feeling, and I was like, I just don't know this and that. He dead ass looked at me and was like, what kind of monologue was that? You got that from a movie? Shut the fuck up, you stupid dumb bitch. I wanted to slap the fuck out of him. I don't believe in domestic violence. I don't think domestic violence should be ever done. I don't think a woman should hit a man. I don't think a man should hit a woman. But I wanted to slap the fuck out of him. Because what the fuck are you talking? I just fucking poured my heart out. Sat there and told you how I fucking felt about a situation, cried, and you sat there and said,
"That's kind of."
Would you get that from a movie monologue? Was that a scene you just did? Shut the fuck up before I slap the fuck out. Oh my god, I wanted to slap the fuck out of him. I did. Cause bro, I was literally telling you how. And the whole time, meanwhile, I try to ask like, hey, how are you feeling? You're not respecting my boundaries. What boundaries? What boundaries am I not respecting from asking you how you're fucking feeling?
I don't know why you're yelling at me.
I'm taking it out on you and it's not fair. You're right. I'm sorry. I apologize. I apologize sincerely.
I feel like I'm about to get hit.
No, I'm not going to hit you. I am slowly losing my mind. That's it. I think that's it for this episode. I don't think I can do it the rest of it today. We're
That
gonna
was all the
really,
topics.
really try to be more organized. I'm gonna go to
Guest of the podcast coming soon.
Yes, we're gonna have Brandon on the podcast next week. It's gonna be really fun and exciting. I've known Brandon since middle school.
Brandon's my little Pookie bear. Call me Brandon.
Right. Right. Yeah, I've known Brandon since middle school. He's known him since high school. Little sweetheart. Love him. But yeah, that's it for today's episode. Sorry if I was a little aggressive. I just had a little moment. I'm just a girl.
Help. I'm joking. Subscribe. See you guys later.
Bye.